Okay, this is one of the first videos I've made like this, but today we're looking at the 100 Thieves Valorant Champions Tour situation, where essentially 100 Thieves have been fined $5,000 for what has happened here. Now, before we go into the full thing of the competitive ruling, I want to be very clear. Clearly, this is on Riot's website, so this is not 100 Thieves' side of the story. This is Riot's side of the story, and so we just need to keep that in mind when we're talking about this. That said, it did happen today, so that's why we're talking about it. Whoopsie. And let's get into it. So, competitive ruling, 100 Thieves in Valorant Champions Tour Stage 1 Masters. So we're starting off with a too long didn't read note. A dispute over player ping delayed the start of the upper bracket quarterfinals match between 100 Thieves and Immortals by 1 hour. 100 Thieves prevented the start of the series despite the explicit instructions of the TO, tournament operator in this case, to begin the series. Furthermore, 100 Thieves head coach Hector Frost Rosario demonstrated unprofessional behavior towards a tournament official. We are fining 100 Thieves $5,000 for an extensive broadcast delay due to non-compliance with tournament official decisions and are placing Frost on competitive probation for the duration of the 2021 Valorant Champions Tour. So that, of course, was the TLDR, but now we have the timeline of what happened, which I think a lot of you are more interested in to know exactly what happened, what said who said what. Let's get into it. So, as the previous match came to a close, 100 Thieves and Immortals players entered a lobby to prepare for Game 1 of their quarterfinals matchup in Masters 1. Teams and tournament officials work in tandem to choose a server agreeable to all parties. In this instance, 2 servers were identified as the most equidistant to both teams. Tournament officials selected a server for play and communicated the decision and a time for the start of Game 1 to teams via lobby chat. 100 Thieves disagreed with the tournament officials' choice of servers. 100 Thieves members therefore then entered the in-game shooting range in order to prevent tournament officials from initiating game start in the Valorant client. Clearly at this point, there is literal action being taken between 100 Thieves and Riot in a dispute, let's say. Frost joined a Discord server voice channel to speak with the tournament official and attempt to argue for a change to the server decision. During this time, Frost refused to accept the decision from the tournament official and treated the tournament official in an unprofessional manner. Additionally, when reminded that failing to start the game pursuant to the tournament official's decision can result in DQ, i.e. disqualification. Frost threatened to leverage players' social media platforms against the tournament organizer and Riot Games as a response. A Riot Games employee entered the channel and reiterated the server decision, the rationale behind the decision, and the finality of the decision. 100 Thieves players proceeded to leave the shooting range and allowed tournament officials to begin the series after a delay to the start of the game of approximately 1 hour. Because the broadcast delay was of an exceptional length, we wanted to understand the nature of the delay and the perspective of all involved parties. During the course of investigation, we reviewed screenshots of correspondence between the team and tournament organizer, screenshots of official communications to teams regarding timelines, and audio evidence recorded of parts of the Discord conversation. Additionally, we conducted interviews with the coach and manager of Immortals, the head tournament official, the Riot Games employee who entered the channel, a 100 Thieves manager, and Frost. And after explaining Riot's side of all of what happened during the timeline, the findings were the following. 100 Thieves refused to play on the server selected by Masters tournament officials and failed to comply with official directives to start the game at the designated time, resulting in an hour-long delay of game. These are violations of Rule 9.1.4 of the 2021 NA Valorant Champions Tour Master Rule Set and Rule 7.2.11 of the Valorant Global Competition Policy. Frost displayed unprofessional behavior in interaction with a tournament official. Frost used unprofessional language and threatened to retaliate through 100 Thieves' social media presence if forced into disqualification due to non-compliance. These are violations of Rule 7.1.2 of the Valorant Global Competition Policy. And therefore, the relevant rules, 9.1.4 between matches, if all the players are not ready to play in their seats, if applicable, at the time designated to them by the referees or tournament officials, the team can be sanctioned for the delay of the game. Higher standards. All teams and team members must observe the highest standards of personal integrity and good sportsmanship at all times. Team members must behave in a professional and sportsmanlike manner in their interactions with other competitors, tournament officials, the tournament operator, the media, sponsors, and fans. Non-compliance. no team member may refuse to comply with the instructions or decisions of the tournament operator or the tournament officials. And so therefore, in conclusion, the penalties are 100 Thieves being fined $5,000 for non-compliance and delay of game, and 100 Thieves Valorant coach Frost is being placed on probation for the duration of the 2021 Valorant Champions Tour for unprofessional behavior towards a tournament official. Any violation of NA Valorant Champions Tour rules during the probation period will draw an enhanced punishment as a second offense, which may include a ban from competitive play for a period to be determined at that time. Now, I went over all of that, and at the start of this video, I did make it very clear that this is Riot's side of the story, so I am not by any means saying that any people here are in any bad situations or have done anything wrong, because honestly, we haven't heard 100 Thieves' side of the story yet. This is clearly what Riot is saying, and I also think that what's important here when I make this video is also to make it very clear that none of the 100 Thieves players themselves, i.e. Steel, Nitra, Asuna, Hiko, or Ethan, or Dicey, none of them have been disqualified or penalized or anything like that. Of course, like when I say Dicey, I know he's been benched, but you know what I mean. The main point is that there isn't, I don't think, drama between the players and Riot so much as there was a dispute between the players' coach, who I would assume is also meant to be a representative for the players and in a way stand up for the players. Now here's the thing, is this fair or not? I don't know, because we didn't actually hear the audio. We don't know what's happened really. We've seen a Riot compiled list of what's happened, and they could be right about it, but we don't know yet. And so therefore, personally, I'm trying not to draw my own conclusions too soon. I also do understand that if the server, because we don't know what the specific server numbers were regarding connection, the milliseconds, the ping, etc., realistically, if 100 Thieves were being horribly disadvantaged by the ping, then I can understand their coach speaking up for them. In terms of using social power, that's where things get really difficult. But I'd love to hear your take on this, and again, I don't think this will reflect too much on the players too much, like Hiko or anyone else like that, so who knows what will happen here. But personally, I wanted to bring this up. I'm going to try and do more micro news content on this channel, so if you're interested, you know what to do. But with that being said, let's do the outro, why not? If this video was interesting or helpful to you in any way, shape, or form, a like is always very much appreciated. If you would like to be kept up with everything happening in this game every single day, multiple times today, this is cover everything going on every single day. So if you want to be up to everything happening, hit that subscribe button, keep notifications on. Have a great day, everyone. I know you couldn't understand all of that. I'll see you in the next video.